It's that time of year again. Whether it's the warmer summer weather or the winter cold creeping in, your business is likely preparing for another busy season. Of course, with an influx of people coming to your business, you'll also need an influx of staff. But how do you go about ensuring your business is staffed enough to handle the busy season while also ensuring you're not overstaffed once it's all said and done? Well, through seasonal employment, of course. In this video, we'll go over what seasonal employment is and how it works. First off, what is seasonal employment? Seasonal employment generally happens during a business's busy season and can last over a period of many weeks or months as determined by the employer, typically less than 6 months. It's like a secret third option when creating just a regular full or part-time position isn't quite right. That being said, seasonal employees can work either full or part-time hours. The hiring process is also generally the same, although you'll want to get a head start seeing as many businesses will look to hire a seasonal workforce when the time comes. It can also be tricky finding people who are okay with the more temporary style of employment as opposed to a more permanent position. Alright, so then how long can you keep a seasonal employee employed, and how many hours can they work? Well, both the hours and length of employment are things that would be determined by the hiring party. So seasonal employees can work however many hours as determined by their status as full or part-time, their availability, and the business's needs and what's legal, but we'll get into that later. How long they work for a company is also determined by the business hiring them. Typically, a seasonal employee will work for a business for less than 6 months. Okay, but do they get benefits? This question is a bit more tricky. The best way to think about this question is more in terms of how many hours a seasonal employee is working, whether they are full or part-time. For a small business under the Affordable Care Act's applicable large employer threshold, you'll want to refer to whatever your company's benefits policy is. If you typically offer benefits to hourly employees, either full or part-time, then seasonal employees should be eligible for these benefits. If you don't, then they won't. For applicable large employers under the ACA, it'd be best to refer to a full breakdown of how seasonal employment is affected by the ACA in the article linked in the description. Speaking of the ACA, seasonal employees are still protected under the Fair Labor Standards Act, meaning they are subject to overtime and minimum wage laws. They also mostly qualify for benefits under the ACA, but it depends. Again, check out our full breakdown in the article linked in the description. Afraid you won't have the staff to handle the incoming busy season? Hiring seasonal employees can help ease your mind and keep you focused on the task at hand. Please like, subscribe, and follow to keep up with all seasonal HR updates.